Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of An English Haunting. I'm Mehitabel Claims, and I play spooky games. I'm not feeling super well today, but I think we're probably getting close to the end of this game. There can't be too much more of it at this point. We last left off playing as Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who is trying to save Professor Ward, and I'm assuming it works since they all show up. Oh, let's just get to it. Alright, that's right, we talked to the beggar, Rupert. There. Do you remember anything else from last? No, nothing else. Just what I told you. A one-armed man was waiting for the professor, and he advised you not to talk about what you saw, correct? Exactly. Alright, you've been a great help. Happy to help. Alright, where else can we go? We can go to Scotland Yard. Let's go to Scotland. Well. If it isn't Sir Arthur Conan Doyle himself. Sergeant Collins? What do you want, Wilkins? Sir Arthur? The creator of Sherlock Holmes? The same, officer. Want to see something, Wilkins? What? You'll be surprised. Oi, Mallory! Come over here. Yes, Sergeant. Judging by Mallory's appearance, can you tell me where he's from, Sir Arthur? Oh dear. Let's see, with those typical features, I'd swear he's from the Sheffield area. However, the prominent forehead places him further south. A place where the Sheffield accent differs because of those pronounced S's. England, right? Good heavens! It's truly Sherlock Holmes! How'd you know? Easy. We usually bump into each other at the barbers. How's the family, Mallory? They're all doing well. Sam's got a job as a porter at King's Cross, and little Ralph refuses to continue studying. Well, that doesn't sound like he's doing good, then. Thanks for asking, Sir Arthur. I don't know why I partake in this joke every time we have a new officer. It's just as funny as the first time, don't you think? You can go, Wilkins. By the way, you're lucky the chief is in his office. He wouldn't be too pleased to see you here. Anyway, what brings you here on this miserable night? I am curious why is the chief angry? Why is the chief angry? Because of your Sherlock Holmes stories. He thinks the Strahd is becoming increasingly useless, and that reflects poorly on Scotland Yard. He shouldn't be upset about that, it's pure fiction. Strahd is not incompetent. He is just a device I use to make Holmes appear more brilliant. That's not how he sees it. He thinks you do it on purpose and doesn't want you consulting the police archives again for your stories. I'm fed up with Sherlock Holmes. He brings me nothing but trouble. Anyhow, I'm looking for a missing person. Who are we talking about? Professor Nelson Ward, in his 60s, grey-haired, with a height of... Nelson Ward. Mallory? Yes? Help jog my memory. Correct me if I'm wrong. Remember the former chief forensic officer? His name was Ward, right? Ward, Nelson Ward. You are correct. He left the force to go into teaching. A good man. A bit eccentric, but very professional. Thanks, Mallory. Accents are everywhere today, even more than usual. So our former chief forensic officer has disappeared. We were not aware of that. No one has reported his disappearance. It hasn't been reported, no. But his close associates claim there's something strange about this whole affair. Professor Ward wouldn't vanish without a trace if there wasn't a compelling reason. Don't you worry. Nelson Ward was one of ours. As far as I'm concerned, he still is. Mallory? Mallory's getting his steps in today. Yes. Issue a search warrant for Professor Nelson Ward, and mobilize a few officers to take care of it. Now? now. High priority. All our units are busy at the moment. Jonas with Horton, Meads, and Soulsby at the docks. Freed and Runkle are on the trail of Louis Adams. Curses. He may be dismissed. A lot going on tonight. I'm very sorry, Sir Arthur, but the search for the Professor will have to wait until tomorrow. No problem, Sergeant. Although I must inform you that I am conducting my own investigation into the matter. I won't be one to stand in your way. We could use a mind like yours. But be careful, I don't want the Chief finding out, okay? I think I should be going. This is your home. Come back whenever you want. Let's see what we got in here. This one is a reminder of Officer's Code of Conduct. The bottom one is a wanted poster for Foley the Catholic. Oh, wait. Yeah, we shouldn't go into the Chief's office. What am I thinking of? Yeah, way too much of the Chief. He's busy having Hornsby go in and out of the office to see if he comes across that damn report. Newspaper clippings. Newspaper clippings highlighting various successes of Scotland Yard. Chief put him up himself. According to him, it boosts the morale of the officers. Mallory. Doesn't seem to actually be too much to do in here. There's gotta be some mouse. Oh, clock. I trust the Professor isn't in danger. If he is, time would be against him. Yeah, it sure would. Well, let's talk to the other people here. Maybe we can ask about a one-armed... Leave our officers alone, Sir Arthur. We've misplaced a very important report, and we need to find it before dawn. Can I help you? Can I help you find your report? I'm Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, the distinctive custodian helmets. It's been more than 40 years since they replaced those horrors better suited to the army than a modern prevalent police force. So I'm guessing we can't talk to him either. Can we tell him about the one-armed man? Regarding President Nelson's disappearance, I believe I've stumbled upon an important clue. Would you mind sharing it with me? Apparently, Professor Ward left his home last night, accompanied by someone, and there a certain Rupert witnessed the event. Was this Rupert the last person who saw Professor Ward? Indeed. And could he recognize that person? He couldn't see his face, but he's certain he was missing an arm. Right or left arm? Left. And he also heard his voice. Let's say he threatened him, or rather, he threatened him indirectly. Not many details, but enough for me to organize a lineup tonight. We have several registered disabled individuals of that sort. I suppose the guy who's been threatening beggars at night would be among them. Can you bring that beggar guy here so we can identify the guy? Indeed. Right. In the meantime, I'll have Mallory gather a few suspects who fit the description you provided. Thank you for your assistance, Sergeant. I'll do everything I can to clear this up. As I said, Nelson Ward is still one of ours. Alright, okay, so now we go back and see... Rupert, the beggar. Hey, buddy. Want to come see Scotland Yard with me? Sit. Sit. You think so kind as to accompany me to the police station? Me? For me? I ain't done nothing. I know, and you need not worry. You just have to come with me and pick out the one-armed man from the lineup. That's simple. Kick him out? I don't want trouble, sir. You can rest assured he will not be able to see you. You sure about that? I give you my word. Lineups protect the witnesses. I don't know. Never been in one. I, however, have attended a few. So trust me when I say your anonymity will be preserved. You seem like someone who knows what he's talking about. Or hell, at least acts like he knows what he's talking about. What do you say? We'll only take a few minutes of your time. If not for me, then do it for the Professor. Well, what there? I'll do it for the Professor. Shall we go? Oh, we're getting like a cutscene here. Old-timey lineup time. I am fascinated by this room. It's nothing like the last time I was in for a lineup. Do you like it? The glass separating us from the suspects is special. You can observe, both you and I can see clearly what's on the other side. They'll only see their own reflection. And I suppose those heads up there allow communication with the room on the other side so they can hear you. Exactly. If I raise my voice, I can give orders to the suspects. Fascinating. It costs a pretty penny to install these spaces in all police stations. With this method, witness safety doubles. That's what matters. Do you hear that, Mr. Rupert? You have nothing to fear. You can come here without any problem. Yeah, seems safe. Mallory, line them up. You heard the sergeant, gentlemen. Form a line. Stop in the center of the room. You were able to round up a whole lot of men without left arms real quick. Stand proud. Not even the Royal Guard marches as well as you do. Look straight ahead and await the sergeant's instructions, please. What kind of shit's this? What's the matter? You're asking me what's the matter? There's a paddy man in there. First one, the bald one. Why isn't he behind bars? We have no evidence that this gentleman has committed a crime. He's a paddy man. He belongs to a gang of extortionists and murderers. Isn't that crime enough? Sir, we're here so you can identify the person you saw last night. Poppycock! So the rumours are true. Police turn a blind eye to these Irish pigs. Hey, this institution stinks. You're a corrupt lot. Rupert, I don't think this is the time. Sir, watch your mouth when speaking of this immaculate institution. Do you want to be detained for contempt? Is that what you want? Let's get this over with. Very well, gentlemen. You've been given a note with a phrase written on it. Call you by the number you've been assigned. You hear it? Read the note out aloud. Do not attempt to fake your voice. Don't try to deceive us. We'll know. Got it? Let's begin. Number 1. You haven't seen. No. You're number 5. The 1 is the person at the other end. Been assigned number 4, sir. Mallory! What the hell have you done? It doesn't matter. You'll be number 1 from now on. The one to your left will be number 2, and so on. Is that clear? Start again. Number 1. Say your line. You haven't seen anything, understood? Right. Number 2. You haven't seen anything, understood? Thank you. Number 3. Number 3. Are you deaf? Oh, sorry, Sergeant, but I can't read. Did you hear the phrase your colleague said? Yes. Just repeat it. Okay. You haven't seen anything, understood? Very well, thank you. Number 4. Why, you scumbag! Not a word about what dear understood! What? You can't read either and you're making up what's on the note? I just wanted to add more drama. Who wrote this? This line isn't believable. Do you see, Sir Arthur? We have an aspiring writer among us. Careful, they might give you a run for your money. Can you just read what the note says? That's silly, Mallory. Where did you find this guy? From the theatre, Sergeant. He's an actor. We're in a lineup, not an audition. Let's just read the line as written. You haven't seen anything, understood? Is this okay? It's fine, thank you very much. Number 5. You haven't seen anything, understood? Mr. Rupert? Do these people spoke to you last night? Number 2. Number 2? Are you sure? Absolutely. That voice is unmistakable. Really? 5, really? I thought you were going to turn over a new leaf. I don't know what this is all about, Sergeant. But I promise you I haven't done anything wrong. I'm an honest person now. I even have a decent job. I'm a coachman. Coachman, huh? How do you drive with only one hand? Very carefully, Sergeant. Sure, it's Clive. I'll give you my word, sir. All right, gentlemen, show's over. Please exit on the left. Everyone except number 2. And thank you very much for your cooperation. Come on, gentlemen, you heard the sergeant. Who would like to speak to the suspect, Sergeant? Sure, go ahead. We're done here, Mr. Rupert. You can go. Thank you very much for your cooperation. You pay anything? What? For doing this? No, of course not. Is it not enough for you to contribute to justice? No. Good night. I mean, I don't blame him. Five, isn't it? Have I gotten into trouble, sir? I don't know. You should know. Can I ask if you were on Dorset Street last night? Indeed, I was there last night. I took a gentleman at number 14. A certain Ward. He said he was a professor. You didn't know him previously? No, sir. It was the first time I saw him. And why did you take him? To the Blackstone Asylum, sir. Half an hour earlier, a gentleman gave me a note with Mr. Ward's address and the destination he'd be taken to. Would you recognize that person? No, sir. It was very dark, and he hardly spoke to me. He just gave me the note with the exact fare. Did you speak with Professor Ward, or just drive him? Oh, yes, on the way to the carriage, we had a very strange conversation. According to him, he received a letter detailing certain supernatural events that had occurred in a cell at the asylum. Apparently, he was a ghost hunter, and his services were required. He was excited as a child on Christmas Eve. Why did you beg her not to speak about anything he saw? Oh, the note I was given indicated that under no circumstances should anyone know that the professor was heading to Blackstone. I see. Continue. Upon arriving at the asylum, a terrible thing happened. As soon as we got off the carriage, 2 orderlies were waiting for him, along with someone who seemed to be the director of the facility. The orderlies grabbed him by the arms and dragged him away screaming. He was insane. I should have suspected it from all those ghost stories he told me. Good heavens. Professor Ward is not insane. He's the foremost authority on metaphysics in all of London. I don't know what that is. Apparently, neither do the people in charge of the centre. They dragged him away. You heard this account of events, Sergeant? My God, yes. We must do something about this misunderstanding. I'll wait for the boys to come back and I'll accompany them to Blackstone myself. Wait? I'm delayed. I told you before, my office is busy. I'd go myself, but the chief has just left and I can't leave the station in Mallory's hands. Clearly not. Let's wait a couple of hours. All right. May I go on ahead? I'll be waiting for you at the asylum gate. All right, Sir Arthur. But don't do anything on your own. Just wait until we arrive. Appreciate all your inquiries, but the time for playing detective is over. Leave this matter to the professionals, okay? Completely agree. I'm considering myself a professional, I bet. Okay, maybe this isn't almost over. Never mind, I take back what I said. I had heard chilling tales of human treatment of patients. Planning electric therapy and cold water baths to alleviate their illnesses. During Blackstone was like some back a century. No, those things were all pretty common at this time, actually. The place should no longer exist in this modern world. What? Who goes there? Who are you? What do you want? I've come to visit a patient. This institution doesn't allow visitors, sir. And even if it did, this wouldn't be the time for it. This seems to be misunderstanding was one of the patients. The asylum's closed, sir. If you have an issue, contact the administration. But you see, I'd advise you to leave. The storm is getting worse, and you wouldn't want to be in such a remote place. It sounds almost like a threat. Good night. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Let's have to work with. This noble institution was inaugurated by Her Majesty Queen Victoria on 6th of October, 1865. Okay, fine. Fine looks sturdy. Climate to get inside. Oi, you! What are you up to? Nothing. Do not try anything crazy. I'll be watching you. Alright, I'm just looking at stuff. There's something in the bushes. Oh boy. Ah, we have an item. It's an old trusted umbrella. It's not going to help us much. Well, it probably will. No unannounced visits allowed. The chosen management wants to control knowledge of the atrocities that occur beyond these walls. More finds here. Try to find the wall, but I don't think this find would hold my weight. Okay. Otherwise, the guardhouse is right behind it. You're right. So leave if you don't want trouble. Alright. Hey, we got a wall with... Oh! That's an old-fashioned way of keeping people off your wall. Writer's life is very sedentary, but I think I'm physically fit enough to climb the wall and access the compound. But I'm concerned about those glass shards. I could get hurt. There's some kind of ledge or crevice to support my foot while climbing. I'm afraid I will remain on the ground otherwise. Oh, what's this thing? It seems loose. Can't remove it with my bare hands. I think I'll use the umbrella tip to leverage it. I didn't think that was actually going to work. It was the only item I had. Let me get out. Good. Seems to have moved a bit. Shouldn't be difficult to remove it. I could remove it completely, but I think it will make a good foothold to support me in climbing the wall without difficulty. Alright, now we just gotta figure out... Okay, I don't think the umbrella's gonna help us there. Walls not with sharp glass shards. Sharp glass shards to deter intruders like me. Alright, well, you know. The umbrella won't help to get rid of those glass shards. Alright, no. Not reach it with them anyway. Okay. Anything else? Well, maybe we haven't exhausted the dialogue. Yeah, hey guard, come back here. Still here? Why don't you leave? I need to see a patient. It's urgent. See that plaque on your right? Yes. Approach and read it. I already did. I've read it before. So what does it say? No unannounced visits allowed. Exactly. No exceptions will be made for you. When can I arrange a visit? Write a letter to the director of the facility. I'll wait until tomorrow morning and request an appointment with him. And when will the director be able to see me? In a week, I suppose. 3 days if it's urgent. There's a person inside who should be confined. And that's what all the patients think. But of course they're mad. Are you too? Do you know I'm waiting for the police? They will handle the matter the swamp here. That's fine with me, sir. When the authorities arrive, I'll gladly open the door for them. But not for you. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am? Enlighten me. She's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Does that name ring a bell? No, to be honest. Sherlock Holmes. Are you telling me you're Sherlock Holmes? Hell no. I write the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Does the name Oliver Twist ring a bell? Of course. I could say I'm Charles Dickens. However, in keeping with this absurdity, I'll say I'm Oliver Twist himself. Are you aware of Professor Nelson Ward's admission? Professor? I have no record of any professor being admitted. But we have 3 Napoleons, 5 Neros, and 4 Jesuses. Let me enter the asylum. I am a doctor. I thought you said you were a writer. I am also a doctor. I studied medicine at the University of Edinburgh. Served as Shakespeare and studied ophthalmology in Vienna. After that, I opened a private practice in London before focusing on writing. So I have the authority to enter this asylum. You know what? I was a sailor on a schooner. That doesn't give me the right to demand entry to the SS Vic. Anyway, This isn't a public hospital. The rules here are stricter, so please respect them. Me an oxygen pneumonia. I think I can fix that. Oh, maybe check this out. Oh no, he's gonna give us something? Finally. Never come to your senses. Here. Use this to protect yourself from the rain and go the way you came. Oh. Hello? Blanket. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Guardsman. You just gave me exactly what I needed to get in. Alright. This over the shards. I've seen this in movies. Try. Good aim, Arthur. Seems like good to protect me from the glass shards. And we use the brick. The brick is large enough for me to support my foot on it and climb the wall without a problem. Let's go. Yeah, good luck, Arthur. Oh, we don't even get to see him struggle over. Now we're in the asylum. Jesus Christ!
Who are you? You cannot be here.
Figuring out how to access the asylum lobby and caused me a great deal of pain and skin cold. There was no way the nurse was going to let me visit the professor, and I didn't want to go through the ordeal of sneaking into the cells again. Again? When have you snuck into the cells before? So I employed a weapon that brings my social standing very well. Here again. What's this about me not being able to be here, my good woman? And what do you mean, who am I? I mean, is she gonna know? Well, we'll try. I'm Moreau.
Dr. Moreau?
You refer to me as if you don't know me.
I have never seen you around here, Dr. Moreau.
You've never? Well, I understand that you may have never noticed my presence in Blackstone. You are just a simple nurse.
I am the head nurse, Doctor.
Details. I am here because a very serious mistake has been made. One of the patients must be discharged immediately. So tell me which cell Professor Nelson Ward is located, and I will apologize to him for this institution's incompetence. I changed my mind. Call the warden and tell him to bring Professor Ward before me. We'll wait for him here. Come on. What are you standing there for? Move!
Excuse me, Dr. Moreau, but I have not been informed about this matter. You should know that nothing happens in Blackstone without Director Edwards' approval. So unfortunately, I cannot help you. In any case, if the guard let you through, your credentials must be correct. Feel free to access any part of the facility. However, regarding this alleged error with one of the patients, I have to wait for confirmation from the director.
Where is the director? I will speak with him, and this matter will be resolved in minutes. By the way, tell me your name, and I will record what little help I have received from you.
Mrs. Hunt. I am his right hand. And the director is not at Blackstone right now.
His right hand, eh? I know when I am facing defeat, and I realize that Mrs. Hunt was not going to give in. I'm waiting for Sergeant Collins to show up. By now, he should have already arrived with the cavalry. There was an innocent man being held at Blackstone, and I didn't want him to spend another minute in one of those cells. Therefore, I had to rely on my wits once again to free him. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Hunt. This is... Alright, well, let's look at what we're working with here. Got a litter bin. It's empty. Crack in the wall. Hallways. This is Hunt documents. Let's check those out. These are the records of recent patient admissions. According to this document, Professor Ward is in cell number 31 in the third hallway of the West Wing. I'll take it. Wow. I accidentally spilled the ink onto the documents.
For goodness sake, Dr. Moreau! What have you done?
Let me fix it.
No, just stay away from there, please.
Sorry.
It's a mess.
Can't imagine why I need it, but... This is the insane snap through inside. Okay, yep, we got an ink blot. We use that to trick people into thinking we're a real doctor. Look at this ink blot. Oh, flower pot. The scent of roses is intoxicating. However, it fails to mask the smell of despair in this place. According to the plaque, this is the director of the Asylum, Nathaniel Edwards. The bronze shines splendidly. He's polished it recently. Yeah, probably the guy who's over there cleaning. Guillaume de Helot, one of the pioneers in the study of the mind. Most of his theories have been refuted, if not deemed outright erroneous. I don't know why his portrait hangs prominently in this lobby. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Alright.
Don't take another step. They're spiders.
Spiders where?
In the crack. And big ones.
Okay, then. Alright, you know what? I think before we talk to Mr. Bentley over here and probably set off a whole other series of events, we're gonna call it for today. I really did not expect this game to be as long as it is. It just keeps going. Got over 8 hours on it so far, and I haven't gotten horribly stuck anywhere yet. Save. Yes. Alright, well, thank you once again for joining me. I hope you are enjoying the adventures of, well, now it's the adventures of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. We know what Patrick was doing right now. He's off in Scotland having a bad time. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I am not well today. But, oh yes. If you liked what you saw, let me know with a like or a comment. Subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss the next episode. Have a good one, everybody, and I will see you next time.